Hello guys, Transportation You here, bringing you another video, a special free part of that. Today we are at the South Yorkshire Transport Museum at the Bus Running Day, May 2018, on the 3rd of May. Today we're going to have a three-parter. On the first part, we're going to have a tour around the museum and look at the buses outside and in. And on the second part, we're going to have a bus ride up to Conisbrough Castle on one of the buses. And then finally, we'll have one last journey down to Rotherham, the trades, because Rotherham Interchange is closed for refurbishment. So I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Here is 687, which is a Sheffield Transport bus, and it's one of the buses that do wedding specials, as you can see by the ribbons and flowers. I haven't seen this one for a while. Good to see it though. And the next one is a Route Master, I think. Yeah, I think it's a Route Master. Huh. Its nameplate is 388 KDT. Next up is 1156, which I saw last weekend on a wedding special at the Town Hall in Sheffield. Very nice. Here is another one. Black and white backdoor bus. I'll have to see what it is. I know it's Leyland. All of them are Leyland, but I can't see what it is. An AEC, not a Leyland. Sorry about that. And it says 39 to Plank Lane. That's somewhere in UK. I don't know where that is. And here is the Leyland Comet for Orient coaches. This is one of the most famous buses for this South Yorkshire Transport Museum. It's really a special bus.
See if you need the deposit.
Let's go inside and look at the buses inside the museum. Here is 904, which I got from Rotherham station. So the nameplate is 3904 WE. I've seen this many times at the Norfolk Park Summer Fair. It's mostly that there nearly every year. On to the next bus, which is Coach Line. I guess this is like a mainline, a coach version of mainline. It's a Plaxton Paramount. The nameplate is B674GWJ. Very nice. Here we are inside the bus. There's the moon. We can't enter the cab, so any of the cabs. So apologies about that. But it's the rules. Welcome. But they've named this bus Jumbo. There's lots of old things like that the bus crew used to use. Like this used to be the conductor's ticket machine. His bag for change. There's some badges. Some old tickets, or many tickets, and some old stuff here. Some more bags, a bus driver's or conductor's hat, and here is a bell that we can press. And here we continue on down the bus. Here is the Supertramp model that we saw when we were outside the bus. And here is some trams going round and round. And they captured the tram nearly perfectly. Here's some bus models on the road. And there's a police box there, but it's open with some drawers inside. And here's this bus, but as it was back then. In the South Yorkshire transport colours. And here's the old 51 bus that used to go from Lodgemore to Broomhill. But 51's been here for over 100 years, so yeah, that's pretty special, isn't it? And here is an old cruise uniform for either the conductor or the driver. We're in the museum now, and here is the main bus that they use to get around in. The roadshow bus. We shall have a look in a minute, inside in a minute. There's a model of the Supertramp in there. Yeah, it's got a map of where the museum is on the back of the bus, and it's got the address on the back too, where the back window would be, and the nameplate of this is BWB 148H. We've got all these rivets. You can tell that it's old. The new buses don't need as many parts anymore. They don't need rivets. That's the cab. You can see the old speedometer. There's the old gearbox. All modern buses are all automatic now. There's the door switches. There's the hazard light switch just there. There's multiple buttons there. There's some light switches, I think, there, and headlights and washing. Yeah. We shall have a look inside now. Here is the SYT mainline bus. The South Yorkshire Transport Mainline, number 1756 GR, and the nameplate is CWG 756V, and and the destination says 501 to Sheffield Meadowhall Centre. And we can't go in any of the other buses because they're out of bounds. So we'll just look around them from the outside. Some buses in Sheffield use have a door at the entrance and the middle doors for people to go out on. The route master's right next to it. And it's an old Leyland bus of that. It's the same model as the other bus, the museum bus. Oh, I forgot to show you the upstairs of the transport museum bus. I shall do that now. Oh, look, they have a pelican crossing lights and switch. We can make it red and green, and make the wait light. Come on, watch. Look. At the same time, the light goes to red man. There we go. And when it goes to green man, it buzzes like a proper green man. Yeah. That's one of the new additions to the museum. I think it's come from the Haversaid Museum. I don't know. Here is the route master, London Transport, and it's the pub bus that takes pub people around Sheffield. Or route master 1449. And here is an old truck, flatbed truck. They've also got a traffic light working in here. And here's an old milk float. They don't use milk floats anymore. Very nice. Look at this. A proper traffic light in a museum. There's two of them. There's the traffic lights that are normally in the front row next to the white line. when you stop at the traffic lights, and there's the other one, the ones that are additional. I'll show you in a minute. Let's just watch this go red to green, red to green a couple of times. When it goes back to green, we'll go over to the other one, and you'll see what I mean. See, this is what I mean. The secondary lights, right after the first lights, are at the white line. I'm glad they've added these traffic lights and pelican crossing lights in. Very good. And we shall be going outside for part 2 in a few minutes. After we look at a few more, two more buses. Let's watch this light go red, and then we'll skip to the other buses. Here is the next one. A Yorkshire traction bus. Oh, Yorkshire Woodland District Transport. Not Yorkshire traction. It looks a bit like Yorkshire traction. The brown, the maroon. But it's definitely not Yorkshire traction. It's going to Dewsbury. And looks like it can change their destination. What are they doing? But before I show you part 2, let's have a tour around the workshop.
This is the bombshell,
Hey. Let's go in here. Bulbs in here. And there's some old model buses right down here. Let's get out now and go into the tram. This used to be a double-decker tram, but it's got turned into a prop or something. Here's an old tram conductor's ticket machine. Also, there used to be a lot of trams back then. Here's some old Sheffield trams, Sheffield Corporation. That's going to Wedseats and the Moor and Firth Park. Then this one's going to Intake. These trams are very different from our Supertramp. Then and now. Here is the. This is how the Supertramp started. That's them in the factory. That's them they're getting tested and departing Germany, entering Britain, arriving in Sheffield, South Yorkshire. That's them in the depot. And that's the construction in Church Street and the Supertramp on test. And here's the first day of service at Meadow Hall and coupling rescue disabled tram. They looks like there used to be an old tram that used to be a works tram, but it got sent to Christchurch. And here's the first full liveried Supertramp. That's them applying the stagecoach livery, and that's them on Park Range Road. That tram had an accident. That's celebrating 10 years of service. And that's them operating in heavy snow. That's them. That's the Remembrance tram number 120. Remembrance of the old 1960 trams. And finally, here's the Supertramp in present day. Does anyone remember Andrews? I do. They used to be around all the time. Here are a few pictures of Andrews. Sorry. They used to be based at Attercliffe Common, where the Sheffield City Council bus depot is now. Minibus depot. It looks like Andrews used to be on the 48, and then it got took over by Mainline. There's 47. And there's an 82. That one's nicknamed Peter Pan. That one's that's 84 to Ecclesall. There's 69 to Grotham. There's 24 to Totley. There's 123 to Sunnyside. 24 to Totley again. There's the timetable that they used to have. 123 to Rotherham. 24. X69, a learning bus, more buses, and more buses. Let's move on to some other props and things they have in store. Here's some buses that are still getting restored. Looks like this one's getting repaired, because I've seen this one out many times before. Oh, I remember the Volvo B10Ms. They're my favourite. They were my favourite buses ever. Who else? Who else remembers these B10Ms? I do. They used to be on many routes, didn't they? I hope they're able to get this one restored. At least other ones are restored now at the Eastwood depot and some elsewhere, privately owned. I don't know what this is. And this bus is barely recognisable. It's so much in shambles. In a few minutes we shall go outside and I shall end part 1. I hope you've enjoyed part 1. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for part 2 and part 3. So see you in about 10 minutes or so.